I'm Gerard. She's Candace. That's Mickey. And this is our Ho 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 Holiday Special. Yeah, we're talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We've got a little something for the chosen people with Larry David. We're talking about Krampus. We're talking about Saint Nick. But first, did you know why Yukon Cornelius was always licking his ex? Yeah, it's a pickaxe, but this whole time we thought he was just a weirdo hanging out with, little elves and stuff, licking his axe while he maintains curious eye contact. But it turns out he's just a harmless peppermint miner. Why on earth would they leave that on the cutting room floor, Mick?
I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest. This Grinch outfit's making me feel different.
You're feeling a little grinchy?
I'm feeling a little grinchy.
You look a little grinchy. Your heart seems smaller.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with me.
Huh. Candace, were you a big fan of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I love that movie. I was going to say I've never seen that, and now I realize it was cut. That's like a weird...
Yeah, what a weird thing to cut out, right?
What a weird thing to even have as a concept. Like, what do you mean? A peppermint... What?
Yeah, right? So this whole time, the whole movie, he just sits there going... Blah, 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 and then the big reveals at the end. Remember, every time he hits something, he licks the pickaxe.
Is he trying to find something?
Peppermint.
Oh.
But they cut it out, so nobody had any idea for like 30 years until they finally revealed that this was a deleted scene. Yeah, so for people that were big fans of that movie and never knew why old Yukon Cornelius was
caught it.
licking the pickaxe, he does it a shocking amount in his little bit of screen time,
I guess
by the way.
kids don't pick up on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember him licking the axe, to be honest.
Well, Delco, if you can find, I'm sure that there's a super cut.
A little compilation
I'm sure there's a
of
super
axe
cut out
licking.
there of old, I got to be honest. I was a little afraid of that movie when I was a kid.
That's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Which one is that?
Yeah, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Like the puppets in general, because that was the thing back then, were all those puppets, or that movie specifically.
Yeah, was that puppets or claymation?
Yeah, whatever they are,
Puppets.
those are a little scary.
No, when the what's the white one?
A little creepy.
The
heat miser, snow miser, something like that.
Snow. What was it? You know?
Yeah.
That
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It was
the Burgermeister Burger.
He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow.
Do you know that one? The
Burgermeister
Burger.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that one, Santa Claus is coming to town. That one was my favorite because I loved the girl puppet, and I thought she was so beautiful.
Really?
She had this red hair and like this really tight Victorian dress, and I was like, she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Wow, I never saw that.
That's a good one.
That Santa Claus is coming to town?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought I saw.
Or
all
no,
of
maybe
those.
it's just called Santa Claus.
It's just the Santa Claus, like with Tim Allen.
It's puppets.
It's a puppet one. Huh. And here I am thinking I've seen everything. Here it is. Watch old Yukon Cornelius. He gets a licking.
Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. Gold and silver.
Now he just looks like.
Mush!
He looks a little bit like, Lord, it's a damn shame.
Yeah. This was like, that guy scared the hell out of me.
Oh, was the abominable snowman?
Is that what that was?
I think so.
That was a Sasquatch.
Yeah, it was a squash.
Yep, Delco, thank you for not a single lick in that whole compilation there. But the the point is, he's a peppermint farmer.
There we go. Look,
there he gets going.
He's licking.
Look at him go. Oh, yeah, that's what old Oliver Anthony's girl has to look forward to every night right there. Lord! Yeah, look at him go.
That's, what's that show?
Yeah.
Arthur?
That's old Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's mystery solved. This is what we're doing here on Canceled Weekly. We solve the mysteries of the universe. You know who else does a great job of... he doesn't solve the mysteries of the universe. He more like creates the conflicts of the universe. And that is Larry David, which is our Hanukkah offering on this holiday special.
Okay.
You want to try out that Palestinian chicken place?
Let's do it. That's all I've ever heard is how great it is.
Fantastic. Okay,
All right.
let's go.
I've never had chicken like this.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't know. It's unlike anything I've ever even tasted.
What about this place?
Look at these posters. Huh?
Yeah, they do not like the Jews.
Huh? Look at that one. Ooh. You're probably the only Jews ever walked in here.
Ever. What these people should do is send their chicken over to Israel.
For the peace process.
Mm-hmm.
They take down all those settlements in the morning. Believe me. You know what? This would be a fantastic place for Jews who are cheating on their spouses to come to.
Right.
Because no Jews ever come here. They'd be so safe.
No one you know is going to ever see you here.
You would never get caught.
Ever.
Looks like they're planning the next intifada at this table, but look at this woman. Could be the next Mrs. David. What do you think about that?
If by some chance she's going to get over her anti-Semitism, odds are...
Not with me?
Not with you.
Really?
Just my gut feeling.
You know what it is? You're always attracted to someone who doesn't want you, right?
Right.
Well, here you have somebody who not only doesn't want you, doesn't even acknowledge your right to exist.
Yep.
Wants your destruction. That's a turn on.
It's one of their best episodes of all. That whole episode is nonstop funny, and then he ends up dating that woman, and then he has to choose.
like,
There's a
hooking up with her,
showdown.
right?
Yeah.
And what happens? I forget how it ends.
So there's a showdown. His friends find out that he's going to this place and he's dating this anti-Semitic Palestinian woman. So they're like, "Well, we'll go out to eat with you." He goes, "Yeah, fine, you can come out to eat." And they show up. He shows up to eat in a yarmulke. He's like, "Don't wear that inside." He's like, "Oh, what? I'm a proud Jew. I can wear my yarmulke wherever I want." He's like, "You never wear a yarmulke. Why would you wear it here? I'm going in to eat. Let's go eat." So then there's a literal showdown in the street where his friends are trying to get him to come back with him, and then she's just like, "Larry," and he's like, "Guys, I'll see." It's very funny. It's everything they do is so funny. But that's one of the
I like that
funniest
show,
episodes.
but I gotta be honest, it like stresses me out.
Oh yeah,
Like, because that whole show could be solved with a, "Oh no, that's not what I meant." You know what I mean? And then show over.
JB Smooth. Every
But
JB
instead,
Smooth scene.
Larry just pushes it further and further. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's our Hanukkah offering. So I mean, Candace, you're 13% chosen. What do you think of that?
I thought it was hilarious. I reposted it the other day, and I think there's something really beautiful about comedy because it can take something that is palpable, right? Like how intense the world is right now, and it can make you laugh and give like a moment of reprieve and still highlight the seriousness of the situation. And everyone was like, "This is too soon."
Yeah.
And it was like just a regular white guy telling me that. And I was like, calm down, buddy.
It's also a 15-year-old clip, so calm down.
Right, that too.
Yeah, I'm always shocked at the people that are like, you can't joke about that. Mm-hmm. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, if the world was ending and I would see the comet coming, I'd come back. One of my last lines would be some sort of macabre, sarcastic joke. That's just how we handle it. I'd be like, "Oh man, I can't believe I worked out yesterday." Like that's, whatever it is, that would be where your mind goes to. Are you just supposed to be serious all the time? Are you just like,
I don't know.
like
Yeah,
what
you're
is the
supposed to repress
proper
that,
way? Yeah.
and like not express yourself if that's something you find funny. And other people do too.
Another one I get from people sometimes is like, not during the holidays. Like, it's the holidays. Like, what does that mean? Like, no jokes during the holidays?
What about too soon?
Yeah, too soon. Too soon.
So what's the proper
Amount of
time that needs to elapse before I can make a joke about? You know what I mean?
It's so hard for me to look at you, right?
Dude, take me serious. Take me serious.
You're one of the most dangerous human beings on planet Earth.
Yeah, and now I got Grinch powers, bro. And I might be getting scabies from this. So I'm going to get extra irritable.
Oh, my God.
I assume there's lice in this.
There might be. It was
Yeah.
pulled from a
And
pile.
I got it all over my head.
Are you feeling the itches?
Oh, no.
A little bit, but I think it's just psychosomatic right at this point. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
getting
it.
a little-
If I see a bug, if I've ever been in like a
Ooh.
hotel or an Airbnb and I see a bug, that's it. It's over. I feel them on me for days.
If I see one at our Airbnb tonight, I'm not going to tell you. That's been my rule. I handle it myself. I take the bug outside and I don't tell Gerard because I know he'll be like, "We're leaving. We're out of here.
Pack it up. There's a bug. I'm always freaked out by the people that don't freak out about bugs, man. I remember we were down south. I was touring with Carol Ann and there was a giant bug. She's like, "Yeah, it's the south. There's bugs." I was like, "We need to go."
What was it, like a palmetto?
Yeah, which is just a cockroach.
No, it's a tree bug.
It's a
And
cockroach.
it doesn't want to be inside. It's not. If you see one inside, it's there by whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. Set that boy free.
Yeah.
Set him free.
I found a palmetto in my apartment once. This is a 100% true story. I found a palmetto in my apartment once. And instead of killing it, I was looking for like some karma. I was like, I'm going to save this bug as much as everything in my body is saying, kill it with fire. And I got a plate, and I put the plate underneath it, and I got a cup, and I carried it out on my balcony, and I said, okay, Buggy, you go live. And I let it go, and it floated down. I'm only 1 floor up. It floated down to the ground, and as soon as it hit the ground, Candace, as soon as it hit the ground, like it was a fucking scene from a movie, an iguana popped out and just ate this mother sucker. This bug was on the ground for, like, I don't even know if all 17 of its tentacles hit the ground before that iguana was like, bonk.
I think you did get the karma you were looking for from that. I think you did the right thing. Your intentions were pure and correct, and you fed that iguana that day. You let the natural cycle of life. You know what I mean? If you killed him with fire, that wouldn't have been right. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you, G.
Thanks,
I'm proud of you for that. David D would be proud of you for that too.
Really?
Yeah.
And that makes me happy.
Cheers,
David,
brother.
And happy Hanukkah to you, David Adib, if that's what you do. But big fan of yours, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday, just like I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday. I'm grateful for both of you this holiday season. And I hope the great St. Nicholas brings you what it is that you want down your chimney.
Hard as fuck seltzer, baby. That's all I want for Christmas.
The image that we have of Santa Claus is the rosy-cheeked European jolly guy, and that image was created sometime in the early 1800s. But the real Santa Claus was a man by the name of St. Nicholas. And when I do research about St. Nicholas, the real St. Nicholas, the further back I go, the blacker St. Nicholas gets. And when you look at pictures and portraits of St. Nicholas in museums in Europe, St. Nicholas is totally black. And there's a museum in Italy that has an old painting of St. Nicholas, and he has like dark skin, woolly hair. So people have to realize that the Santa Claus that we know and love today is based on a black saint from Europe.
I'll tell you what, that's going to make Netflix and Disney real happy for their next Christmas movie. What do you think, Candace? Is St. Nicholas black?
I honestly have no idea. I thought it was a Nordic pagan tradition. So the idea was the red and the white came from those red and white mushrooms. The reindeer would eat those. The shaman would then drink the reindeer pee because you can't eat those mushrooms. You'll get violently sick/die. So it gets processed through the reindeer urine. The shamans would drink the urine, have these insights, downloads, and then go into each yurt. So that's the whole chimney. So it would drop into each yurt, tell the prophecy to the family. These are your gifts that you're bearing, and that is Santa.
Delco, see if you can bring up some history, some actual history on Saint, because I believe you're right, because that's where Sinterklaas comes from, is right. That German, like Sinterklaas.
No, Saint Nick's from Turkey.
It's Turkey? Yeah, so I know that Saint Nicholas is from Asia Minor, which I guess would be Turkey, right? And then he was at the Council of Nicaea. I think he actually started a fight at the Council of Nicaea. I think he put hands on people there. But
if he's Turkish, then he's not black.
Oh, I don't know. This is a holiday quagmire we find ourselves in. Who knows? I mean, but I think there is another like archetype that was known as like Sinterklaas or something like that. I don't know, Delco, if you can look that up.
Do you know, here's a fun fact, Santa's bones were actually destroyed in 9/11.
How?
They had a relic.
What?
Yeah, there was a relic that got destroyed in the nearby church.
Whoa.
Of Saint Nick?
Yeah.
No way.
Santa's bones are underneath ground zero.
Whoa.
Saint Nick, you know, in that region, I know he threw hands at the Council of Nicaea. Like nah. They would like, somebody was arguing that, I don't know, Jesus wasn't the part of the Holy Trinity or something like that. And I think old Saint Nick just came out on bang. But yeah, is the Sinterklaas thing, is that real or not, Delco? Is that like, do I have a mismemory of that?
I can look it up. That might be German.
German, right?
Yeah.
And I think that Saint Nick and like Sinterklaas and these things I think have come together. Look, Santa Claus as we know him is like made by Coca-Cola, right? I mean, is that? I don't think
I
there's.
loved those commercials with the polar bears. them.
Yeah, the polar bears were
I
great.
looked forward to those every year.
When did you guys find out Santa wasn't real? Do you guys like remember or what?
I was about 8.
8? Okay. Do you remember how?
Some kid told me on the playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember kids told me that, but I was like strong-minded. I was like, nah.
You were
wrong.
You were,
Yeah,
you were
I
a
ended up
Santa
being wrong about
truther.
that.
You were a
Yeah,
Santa
I was a little
truther.
bit. I was like, my parents wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, you were a flat Santa-er. I remember
My
coming-
9 and 11-year-old baby sisters still believe wholeheartedly. I think the 9-year-old's gonna ruin it for the 11-year-old. The 9-year-old's like real sharp, but the 11-year-old's like really good. Like if she's told that, she'll like believe it. So I think she might be 15, and like some kid at school will be like, no, and she's like, nah. She's gonna be like me. My mom's weird like it too. Like I don't think my mom's ever admitted Santa's not real.
Well, we were talking about this the other day, and Candace, you had a really interesting theory on this. What was your theory on whether Santa's real or not?
Well, so you were asking Lando and I, like, how we're to deal with the Santa thing and introduce that he's not real. And I said, well, we just tell our kids that Santa's an egregore.
Which
and then
everybody knows what that is, obviously.
Yeah. But for the people who don't,
For the idiots that don't know.
an agregore.
So
You're gonna tell your
he knows what it
4-year-old son.
Yeah,
that?
he knows that word now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he does.
So what is it?
It's the idea that, like, if there is a collective consciousness, like everyone collectively agrees that this thing is real, exists, we celebrate it, then it's real in like your heart, real in your mind, real in concept, but not actually like a man coming down your chimney. So yeah, it's like it's real because you want it to be.
I think there is something kind of screwed up about lying to your kids.
Yeah.
I think, and plus,
Yeah.
why are you like giving all the credit away to him? No, I bought you all that shit.
There's a big thing in the libertarian.
I bought that shit. Me and your mom bought that shit.
There's a big
Why are you
thing in the
gonna get? You
libertarian
love
community
this, the
about
big
that.
fake fat guy?
Yeah, that they're like, why would you don't tell your kids that some
it's like
grand
socialist.
socialist is going to house to house giving you what you deserve. No, it's me. It's the hard work, and I'm doing it because I love you. But my father, interestingly enough, never told me what an agregore was. But he did basically say Santa is like a spirit that gets inside everybody. It's like the spirit of Santa comes in, and that's why you want to give, and that's why you want to be nicer and all those things. So,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, that's kind of now that's the good
And that's
side
true.
of it. The bad side of it was there was a kid named Matt who told me in the first grade that Santa wasn't real, and I came home crying. I was like, "Is Santa not real?" And my dad's like, "Where did you hear this?" And I was like, "Matt told me Santa's not real." And he walked.
Was
down,
Matt Jewish by any chance?
No, he walked, but his parents were like atheists and like so. But my dad walked the 3 houses down to Matt's house, knocked on the door, started yoking up Matt's dad, like, "Whatever you want to tell your kids, you tell your kids, but then you tell your kids to shut your mouth around my kids." Like, and then I learned real quick, like, you just keep it to yourself. Let's leave old dad out of it. Yeah. My dad was very upset that the news got broken. I guess a little earlier.
All the Jewish kids were the ones who were spreading that message that Santa wasn't real.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because I think their parents are like, yeah, these dumb.
These dummies. Now shut up and spin your dreidel. all the Christmas kids are coming in with their 15 awesome gifts, and they're like, "Check out my Tonka truck." And the Jewish kids are like, "Santa's not real." And you're
And you're an idiot.
and you're adopted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Santa Claus is Dutch, actually.
Dutch.
Dutch.
Tell me about Santa Claus.
Santa Claus also patron saint of hookers.
Hey.
It's not Christmas if you pay for it.
So he actually
It's not
saved
nop.
3 women from becoming hookers.
Oh,
Because I guess this guy in Turkey back in the day.
so he's the original like Santa Save-A-Ho?
And
Santa saved a
Krampus is
hoe.
a bad guy, right?
Oh, that's next.
Oh.
Jumping the gun.
Shucks.
So who's Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is just the name for Saint Nick in Dutch.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So it's the same guy?
same dude.
Huh. So where are we at? Real quick. Santa, black or no? Grinch?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Mrs. Claus?
No.
All right. Maybe he's 50-50. Yeah. Maybe he's like Drake, Santa Drake, who's also Jewish.
And
So it's
in
like,
a wheelchair, like in Degrassi.
oh my God, he is differently abled Santa.
Merry Christmas!
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe he just gets...
We just figured it out.
This is-
It's Drake and Degrassi.
Well, we definitely did. We just got
Uniquely able.
rights to a new Netflix Santa movie for sure. And you know what? We need another Santa movie. There's actually a Santa movie about this already. Krampus. Are you familiar with Krampus?
I don't know what
Roll the
Krampus
tape.
is.
Do you like a Santa
Krampus
villain?
is a mythological figure with roots in Central European folklore, particularly in Austria, Bavaria, and parts of Germany. The history of Krampus can be traced back several centuries, with its origins intertwined with the celebration of Christmas and pre-Christian pagan traditions. Krampus is often depicted as a horned, demonic creature with goat-like features. He is known as the companion or counterpart of Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus. While Saint Nicholas rewards well-behaved children with gifts and treats, Krampus is said to punish naughty children during the Christmas season. The exact origins of Krampus are not entirely clear, but it is believed that the figure emerged from ancient pagan customs and folklore. In pre-Christian times, various winter festivals celebrated the changing of seasons, and some involved the portrayal of half-human, half-animal creatures that symbolized the chaotic forces of nature. When Christianity spread across Europe, these pagan traditions merged with Christian celebrations, and Krampus became associated with Saint Nicholas. Krampus is traditionally celebrated on Krampusnacht, which falls on December 5th, the evening before the feast of Saint Nicholas. During Krampusnacht, people dress up as Krampus, wearing elaborate costumes with masks and furs. They roam the streets, frightening children and adults alike, often carrying chains, bells, and birch switches. The switches are meant to swat or playfully hit people, particularly misbehaving children. Over time, the legend of Krampus has evolved and spread beyond its original cultural boundaries. In recent years, Krampus has gained international popularity and recognition, thanks in part to various cultural events, parades, and even horror films centered around the character. Today, Krampus is celebrated in various parts of Europe and has gained a following in different parts of the world. It has become an intriguing and somewhat dark counterpart to the jolly and benevolent image of Santa Claus, adding a touch of folklore and fright to the festive Christmas season.
It's a holly jolly Christmas.
It's a scary looking thing right there.
Terrifying.
Oh, and they didn't even go all the way in on the Krampus legend. Well, you know, if you're a bad little boy,
He beats the shit out of you.
he does worse. He steals your soul and takes you away. into
Drags
the
you to
depths of-
hell.
Drags you
Oh
to
my
hell.
gosh.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Well, if you're gonna be a little shit,
yeah.
you know, it's gotta be. We gotta, you know, it's you can do it either way. You know, you can reward or you can punish.
Yeah. Plata o plomo.
Plata o plomo.
Plata
Exactly.
o plomo. I think year one, you get the coal. And the coal is a warning. All right? Year two, you get Krampus.
Krampus beats the shit out of you. So I remember, it's funny, this Christmas episode is bringing back a lot of Christmas memories for me. So I remember one year being very nervous that I was going to get coal.
Ooh.
Very nervous. So my parents, and I think this is a good little setup, we'd get like our stocking would like be in our room. Because my parents were probably up all night doing Christmas shit, waiting for us to fall asleep, you know, putting shit under the tree.
Wait. Your stocking is inside the room.
Yeah. So listen, you can check your stocking out, but you can't come down because you know kids they want to be up like at 6 a.m. First thing they wake up, they can't wait for Christmas. Probably the most fun day of the year. So you can check out the stocking in your room, and then we'll say when it's time you can come down. All right. So I think they bought themselves a couple extra hours of sleep. You know, it didn't hurt. It's
better than Rufalin.
So I remember waking up. At like a time and like going and checking the stock in my room and be like, oh thank God, I didn't get coal. All right, I got some cool shit. All right.
Funniest part is he was 17 years old.
I was. I still believe, guys. I still believe in Santa.
Were you like? Did you have like a checklist of things that you like thought it might have been that got you the coal? And were you trying to like negotiate the way out of the coal, like, you know?
Yeah, I think like I just really shaped up in December. Like December, I had real high marks. You know what I mean? December, I was on my best behavior.
Oh man, yeah. He's You better watch out. You better not. What was it?
Better not cry.
You better
not shout.
Pout,
I'm
pout,
telling you,
I'm
pout.
telling you
Yeah.
why.
Because the NSA is watching.
Yeah.
He's got a list. He's checking it twice. Old Santa.
He sees it all the time. He's like God. You know
Old
what I mean?
Santa's running a surveillance state out
Yeah.
there. What do you think?
Gerard, I bet you hate Sky Cop Santa.
Not a big fan of Sky Cop Santa. Not a big fan.
I
You
don't
know
like
what?
that concept either, though. Like,
Keep your
be a
fucking
good
gifts.
boy or be a good girl. I've never liked
It's
that.
subjective.
When they're kids, you want to say you are good. You're not your behaviors, right? Like we say with our son is good decision or bad decision. So if he goes to do something, instead of saying you're bad, it's like, well, is that a good decision or is that a bad decision? As he's trying to like dump something or climb or you know what I mean?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's like it's not identifying yourself with your actions or your mistakes. And again, it goes back to instilling like I'm a worthwhile person. I'm a good person. And so many of us don't think that. And a lot of it is shit parenting.
Wow.
Like you're bad. No.
Huh.
Look at a kid. No. Like you're God. Like you are divine in in the whole original sin, all of that. I have a problem with that. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think kind of.
So your kids are not getting coal then, or?
No, they're not getting coal.
I think a little bit that that Irish guilt, Roman Catholic kind of thing is part why I'm like I might got some coal
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. I was ruled by guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, don't touch yourself, God's watching and grandma's up there too and grandpa.
Yeah.
I remember getting freaked out with that when I'd have to use the bathroom. Like, I don't know what age I was, but it was the idea that God's always watching and then grandpa was watching. And I'm like, well, then how do I go to the bathroom? This is like, I don't feel like I have any privacy anymore. I was really uncomfortable for a long time.
I can remember. I can remember being 13 years old and like being like, well, he made me in his image. That means he must want to. You're like,
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Don't judge me! How dare you? Oh man, yeah, that's some good stuff right there. When you hit teenage years and you don't care about coal so much.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Every day is Christmas.
Every day is Christmas. Christmas
It's
comes
sleeting.
That's it's sleeting.
Yuck.
Fair response. Fair response.
Canceled Weekly, a real highbrow conversation.
Please talk more about agoraphobia or whatever.
Agragore.
Agragore.
Yeah, her kid's gonna go to school and be like, Santa's an agragore, and they're gonna be like, he's a monster? He's Santa's bad?
It's one of my favorite things about the show. It's one of my favorite things about working with the two of you is we can go so high concept and so lowbrow, like within 2 sentences. It's my favorite thing. Yeah, man. Another show that can do the same thing was Seinfeld. And perhaps their greatest episode of all time. Something that was so impactful, there's actually a holiday now because of it. And that holiday is Festivus.
Tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people.
I love it.
Now, you're going to hear
That's Jack Black. Go back. For people that don't know, that extra was Jack Black. One of his first roles was as a homeless extra in Festivus. Boom.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. So for people that don't know Festivus, George is Larry David, and he just says, enough with the holidays. I don't want to have to buy gifts for everybody in the office. I don't even like these people, so I'm just going to make a donation. But he doesn't want to actually make the donation, so he makes up a fake charity called the Human Fund. And he gives everybody a gift and says a donation has been made in your name to the Human Fund. And everybody is so mad at him as they're giving him bottles of wine and cigars for Christmas, and he's cleaning up with this fake donation to the Human Fund. Then his boss turns around and says, we got to get rid of all this money for tax reasons at the end of the year. We're going to donate it to the Human Fund. Can you get me their information? And obviously he can't. So then he has to come clean to the boss. The boss says, well, I got to fire you. He goes, well, no, I'm just embarrassed because I don't celebrate a traditional holiday. I celebrate Festivus, which is a real holiday that his dad made up because he was sick of the corporatism surrounding the holiday season. So old George Costanza made up.
Jerry Stiller is George's father?
That's right. And Jerry Stiller is so funny
I love
in that
Jerry
show.
Stiller. I love him in King of Queens. He's great.
Unbelievable
Yeah,
in both of those roles. And instead of a Christmas tree, there's just an aluminum pole. And there's the airing of grievances. And there's the feats of strength. So after the airing of grievances, you then have to feats of strength. You have to wrestle Jerry before you can get your gift. So in honor of Festivus, Candace, air your grievances. What are your grievances?
My grievances?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't think I have any grievances at the moment.
Not with the world at all? No grievances?
Oh, I don't want to get in my grievances with the world right now.
It's the holiday season. Cleanse your spirit.
My spirit is cleansed. You know who needs cleansing? Is all of the fools on social media that are doing moral equivalency. That's the stuff that gets me irate right now, is the stuff happening with Israel and Palestine. Moral equivalency, this whole spiritual community that is saying, maybe if we all just meditate more and channel the frequency of love and peace, that everyone around the world will stop being in conflict. It's like, go fuck yourselves. Go actually fuck yourselves, because we are in the 3D, and you have to keep your feet on the ground. And to deny that we are humans and pretend that you are some elevated thing that is on a different echelon than the rest of us plebs is insane. Like, you came here for the human experience. Take all of it. Not all of it's great. You're going to have heartbreak and sorrow and pain and suffering, and then there's everything else. It's joyous and pleasure, right? It's all of it. And it's not to say that I am so much better than you guys that I've actually transcended all of this human stuff. And if you would just follow me, meditate, let's get my singing bowl, and peace in the Middle East.
I don't want to hear any of that California bullshit, Janice.
That's my grievance, just that.
I love that. That's also my favorite Christmas message I may have ever heard. Peace, love, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I dig it. Very Festivus.
Did you have any idea what I'm talking about when I said I don't want to hear any of that California bullshit, Janice?
No.
Sopranos.
Delco, yeah? Did you get that one or no?
No. I don't want any of that California bullshit.
Next
I've
time.
never seen The Sopranos. It's on my list.
I have a grievance.
I tried to watch it the other day.
I have a grievance.
I tried to
grievance.
Hold on. It was on my up next.
Grievance.
It was on my up next
All right,
list,
we'll
and
get that
Eric
shit.
said no.
What?
I got a grievance.
Well, now, Eric,
I got a grievance.
Krampus is right around the corner.
This is coming
It's
for
Krampus
Eric.
knocked. You better get that.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas time.
Yeah.
Gotta get that thing started.
Yeah, man. Next time any
Do
of those
yourself a
people
favor.
start, I hate that self-righteous bullshit too from those freaking unbelievable. I'm right there with you, but I literally just say to them, I said, I don't want to hear any of that California bullshit, Janice. And then it makes you feel better, and they don't know how to respond to it. So.
How about all the dumb people who comment on our posts?
Oh yeah.
You have grievances?
I got a couple grievances.
Love our audience. First of all, I definitely
I got a couple
don't,
grievances.
Definitely
What are
don't
your
ever want to
grievances?
meet any of them in person and see, read it out to them out loud within arm's length. I don't want to do that. That's crazy.
You wouldn't want that, right?
I would,
because
no.
that would never happen.
It's so funny, man. You came up at dinner last night, and we were talking about comments on Normal World. And Dave's like, I don't even look anymore. And I'm like, bro, 90% of them are really positive. He's like, yeah, but the 10% really get to me. And I was like, you know what's so funny, man, is that there's 100 comments on a post of ours. 95 of them are awesome, and then the 5. But I sit here and I think like, well, that's 5%, and we're out in public all the time, and people come up to us all the time, and I don't think 5% have ever been mean. Ever.
0. 0%.
Ever in person.
I had one person one time be like, why did you have to do that to CM Punk?
Oh.
The one person.
Mickey's got him flattened out here. Punk's in deep trouble. He might defend himself. Man, he took some heavy shots there. Heavy shots. And more here.
He's back he's back in the WWE. What do you think about that?
I know. I don't know, man. I might have to go get in there. But one person said that to me, and I was like, what do you want me to just... Should I let him kick my ass? Like, what are you talking about? That was the only thing, but they were just kind of like, come on, man. Like, why? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
But I don't like how people put you in a box. Like, you're such an intellectual. They're like, you did porn. That's all you are. You know what I mean?
Thank
the freaking
you.
people are so stupid.
Who lets the horse speak?
Yeah, unbelievable. When really, like, you found your true calling, like your brilliance, like in this, like you're amazing. And I think people are gonna learn that, but I think they're, you know what I mean? They have to for whatever reason, people want to put people in a box, and
And
that's
if
just
they
the way
don't,
it is. And
Krampus is gonna find
they're
that
like,
ass.
I saw someone be like, they don't like that I stand. They don't like that I stand.
That was
and
my
they don't-
burner account. That was my burner account.
I know, someone was like, he's not eloquent enough to be on this show. I'm the audience proxy.
The audience
All right,
proxy.
you guys are the intellectuals over here.
not
I'm the
true.
one who kind of,
Mick is very, very
Yeah,
intelligent.
you're very smart.
Yeah. If anything,
Smarter than I look.
Yeah. If
my
anything, I think he's taking you guys for a bit of a ride. It's a bit of a ruse.
Nah, I'm just trying to ask questions for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate it. Yeah. I have a grievance.
What's yours?
Huh?
What's yours, pal?
My grievances are almost all government related.
How much time you got, buddy? Gerard's got grievances. This is going to take a long
All
time.
I want for Christmas
I
is
regret
an
asking.
armed revolution. Why is this taking so long? Why do people still think an election's gonna do anything? Oh, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be 2025 and the car's gonna shut off when you go 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, and they're only gonna send cricket powder through the mail. I'm gonna be waking up. I'm just gonna want a cigar one day, and they're gonna hand me a vape that has nothing but fluoride and something that's gonna chemically castrate me in it. I'm gonna say Merry Christmas in 6 months from now, and they're gonna make me lose my whole account. I hate everything. I have so many grievances, and my biggest grievance is, why don't you people have grievances? Why is everybody okay with this? My God. Merry Christmas. The dollar ain't shit. No, listen, I'm a very grateful guy for everything.
Shut up. Don't bullshit now, bro.
Listen, all I want to do is drink out of the skull of one corrupt politician before I die. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask for? Does that make you feel uncomfortable, Candace? Is that cannibalism?
You'll probably get some brain
You're
particles
drinking
in there.
blood?
How thoroughly?
No. Like, I would drink probably Coke Zero.
Coke Zero out of a skull.
That's
A
super,
corrupt
that's
politician's
super
skull.
disrespectful.
Is it just
That's
this?
super disrespectful. Not even like some good ale. You know what I mean? Like our ancestors did. Like proper fucking men. You're drinking a fizzy Coke Zero with
He has a grievance.
aspartame and
He has a
sucralose.
grievance. He has a grievance.
Sucralose. Yeah. I'm drinking a hard as fuck out of that skull, bro.
I love it. I feel like that would get the rest of them kind of
In line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how about you stop trying to control everything, guys? We kind of don't like being bullied.
Yeah.
We'd like to have a little control over our lives here. Sip, 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 sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would change some things. But now that we've done grievances, we are not going to do the feats of strength. What we can do, though, is we can give some solid holiday advice, Candace, don't you think?
I think so too.
I think there's some solid holiday advice. For those of us that have been listening and watching the Canceled Weekly, you guys are awesome, and you deserve this. And this is our holiday gift to you, to watch for your health and happiness.
Target already has some of their Christmas decorations out, and I feel like I should stop for a moment as a doctor and give a small PSA. Do not put this where it doesn't belong. Do not put this where it doesn't belong. While we're at it, don't put this where it doesn't belong. And this, don't put this where it doesn't belong. Do me a favor and don't put this where it doesn't belong. Or this. Or even this little one. I don't care that this is ribbed. Do not put this where it doesn't belong. Not this. Not this. Don't even think about it. Definitely not. You'll get a splinter. I just know you'll get a splinter. Anyways, happy holidays. Stay safe out there. Don't put things where they don't belong. Please. Please. There are things that belong there. Not those.
Question. What belongs there?
I don't know what he's talking about. Candace?
I mean, there's a lot of things that could belong there.
Can we define there?
The butt.
That's what I thought he was talking about.
I thought he was talking about
Christmas.
On Christmas.
On this holy day. Holy.
Holy day.
Holy. You know, I saw what I did there.
It's about to be a bit holier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely. Hey, listen. I think as much as I get what he's saying, Candace, I also believe in people. And I think anything You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Everything. Put your butt to it.
They make so many options that are safe. And some reason, like, people put things that are not meant to go in places, and they shatter, and they break, and they get lodged.
That's a shitty Christmas.
And then you end up in the ER, and you have to explain why there is a Santa Claus up your butt.
Do you have to explain it?
I guess not.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
You could just say, "Can you please retrieve this?"
How do they even do that?
I have a grievance.
Retrieve it?
Yeah. What if it? Yeah. If it like gets all the way stuck, like
Probably
isn't like
surgery.
You gotta get cut open. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah. So just go to your.
They
local...
cut open your butthole? Like I don't. I'm not a medical professional. I mean, I wish I had this guy here to ask some questions.
I guess it would depend on how deep and how lodged it was, because you could probably do like a laparoscopy, so you put like a scope in, and then if it's more complicated, then you might have to go through the abdomen.
See, I've seen like an X-ray of like I don't remember what it was, something stuck up in someone, and it looked like going through the hole was small, almost like a crab trap. The crab can get in, but then it don't look like it can get out. You know what I mean? Like the hole is too tight. It doesn't look like it was up there and separate. Like
it's like a trap door from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I just remember watching and being like, "The fuck do you do now? Like, is your life just over?" Like, so they're cutting you open, splitting you open, huh?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the three wise men.
No bueno.
Yeah, would you have been a frankincense, a myrrh, or a gold?
The gold guy.
You're the gold guy.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
Frankincense and myrrh. These guys. What was that?
Can you imagine? You imagine showing up with frankincense?
Yeah,
and
and
myrrh?
Jesus is probably like, thanks.
Yeah.
Like socks.
Sure.
Nowadays socks are cool.
Sure
but when you were a
wanted me
kid,
some.
That was garbage.
Some myrrh. This is great. What's the worst Christmas gift you ever got?
Oh my gosh. So every year, and this is not an exaggeration, my mom gives people used things around the house.
What?
She doesn't think we know. So, like...
and she'll be like, I picked this out just for you.
And it'll be like
in the
a
kitchen?
Yankee candle that's, like, been lit.
Oh,
so
really?
She's clearly, you, like, lit it and didn't like it.
She's like, I know
Because
someone's
it's all
gonna take
burnt, and she'll wrap that up, or like old water pitchers that are like
Oh,
no
it's
box.
hilarious.
I've had like 17 water pitchers. I'm like, I don't need another water pitcher, and it's not even a nice water pitcher. It's like an acrylic one. What else? She's done like used makeup, so like used compacts.
This is all because your mom thought that coal was too expensive. Here,
It's
for
the-
Christmas, have my garbage.
No, it's a frugal.
It's her Jewish half.
frugal idea. Yeah, she said that.
I'm the Jew at the table.
It's also not. It's not exactly like the Asians around here, like being wasteful. It's so funny. That is like the Asian and the Jewish half of her going, does this bring me joy?
My grandma
No.
saves everything.
Really?
She's the opposite of that. Yeah, maybe it's like the World War II generation, but I mean, her whole kitchen.
Oh, she doesn't do the does this bring you joy?
No, she's the
Really?
opposite. Yeah, she's the
She's a
opposite.
hoarder?
She's not a hoarder, but she's thrifty. She saves a lot, like all her plastic bags, and that's a very Asian thing. You save all your plastic bags, like the fruit. The stuff that goes over the fruit, like the plastic netting kind of stuff. She saves all
What?
of that. Yeah.
Why?
It's just an Asian thing. And it's also
Savvy.
World War II, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you had to really
Yeah, I
hold on
guess.
to what you had.
Yeah, I guess when the coming AI invasion or the aliens
We'll be
come,
right back there.
We'll be sitting here going, asking your mom for, hey, you got any of them fruit fishnets? I don't know what I could use it for, but I feel like I need it. What's the worst gift you ever got, Nick?
I got one.
Oof.
So one time, well, I didn't actually do this, but I had this idea. I was skeptical about Santa Claus. I thought it'd be a good idea if I took the video camera and put it by the tree in the fireplace, see if he actually came, and
Oh,
then
boy.
if I saw it was my parents,
Oh, boy.
I'd be like, ha, ha, it was you giving me all these nice things. You know what I mean? Like I kind of had this idea in my mind. Didn't do it. Went to bed. But then the next day after the gifts, I started like questioning about Santa Claus. And I must have pushed it a little too far, my questions, because I think my dad had to give me a whack.
Really?
I remember sitting in his car on Christmas crying, being mad. But then we made nice, and it was a very nice Christmas after that.
The worst gift you got on Christmas was domestic violence.
Yeah, it was a whack. But I think I was probably talking around like my little sister, like questioning it a little too hard and not being, being the best big brother at the time. Bro, exactly. I wasn't keeping my mouth shut. I had to learn. Yeah.
And lessons not learned in blood are
soon forgotten.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Candace agrees with that methodology.
Hitting kids? No, we've talked about that.
And almost every psychologist wouldn't agree either. Would not agree either.
Why? Does it seem like we're ill-adjusted to you, Candace? All I want for Christmas is to drink out of my enemy's skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly normal. Delco, is that normal to you?
I think so.
What's the worst Christmas present you ever got, Delco?
Backpack.
Oof.
When I was like 8.
A backpack.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And then
brutal.
my mom and dad split, right, for 3 years. And they started dating different people. My mom dated some older dude that gave me like a fucking football.
That's pretty brutal.
It was bad.
Hey, kid.
I thought you were going to say you found out like on Christmas.
Yeah, that they were divorcing.
Or like you found, they're like, hey, here's my new like person.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
That's pretty
That's
brutal.
rough, man. That's
hey,
rough.
listen, kid, I don't really like you, but I'm banging your mom, so here's a football.
Not
Merry
even a good
Christmas.
football either. Like a fucking shitty Wilson.
Oh, like one of those like plastic ones, like one of those like fake rubber ones.
Definitely not league.
Oh, bro,
Man,
not
dude.
even a leather one. That's terrible. The worst Christmas present I ever got was I don't really know. Worst Christmas present I ever got was probably like when I first graduated college. Like my dad got me like a bunch of like button-down shirts and like ties and stuff like that.
Time to go to work, son.
Yeah, and I was like, I play minor league baseball. What the fuck?
Never gonna use
What
those.
am I doing? Like, yeah, no, this ain't it, man. Yeah. I also had a really passive-aggressive one. Like, I had a girl get me. Thank you, buddy. I had a girl I was dating get me clothing that was one size smaller than all my clothing.
On purpose?
It turned out, yeah.
Yeah, that's a player move.
She also started putting up pictures around our apartment from when like we first started dating, and it was
when
like
you were
it became
skinnier?
very obvious to me. I was like, I don't think she likes it. Yeah, I don't think she likes the developments here.
Yeah.
that was pretty brutal. What was the best one that you got?
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays,
Merry
Happy Hanukkah.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Kwanzaa.
Happy
Merry
Hanukkah.
Christmas, Delco.
Everything, all that.
Tika.
Ooh.
Yep, that's 8% goodness right there.
I haven't had one of those yet.
What's the best Christmas present you ever
I'm
got?
trying to think of like a kid one.
It's got to be when you're a kid, because that's when it's so magical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the part where it's like I get the Santa because it makes it like extra magical. You know, but at the same time, I'm not with the lies, man.
Not with the lies.
Not with the lies. I like to. I think being truthful and being as genuine as possible all the time is always the best bet.
Amen.
No other way to live.
No, yeah, I agree. I think it's also setting like a precedent and like a distrust from the foundation
Absolutely.
with the people that are supposed to tell you everything for how it is. No, I don't think I remember an awesome gift, but I do remember one of my favorite Christmases. So we had a cabin up in Big Bear, so we would go and do our Christmases there every year. And I remember one year I'm laying and I'm like, I'm going to stay up, and it's snowing, and it's a log cabin, and it's just like, it is the quintessential Christmas. And I'm like, I'm going to stay up, and I'm going to catch Santa. And my parents actually were really cute, so they both went outside, and my dad was like jingling some bells, and my mom's like tip-tapping on the outside wall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's here.
Oh.
And they had everything set up, and I remember like running downstairs, and I'm like, I caught Santa, and I just felt so proud of myself. So it's like those things that you remember. So it's not like the gift, but it's like, how do you make that holiday special for your kid?
Yeah.
Right. It's more like the feeling rather
Yeah.
than like the actual thing. Yeah.
Oh, I have another bad gift. I got
I got a couple more bad gifts.
I got a Hess truck. And I did it like that. Then I got a Hess truck again the next year, and I realized I was like, I didn't not like it enough the first year.
I'm sorry. I did pretend like I was like, oh, great, Hess truck.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Which, by the way,
polite.
nobody knows what a Hess truck is. Apparently, it's a Jersey, New York thing.
I used to get one every year.
You got one?
Yeah, but I'm from Philly.
He's from
so-
Philly.
Oh,
man.
of course.
Yeah.
Do you remember the jingle?
Yeah.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Hess truck this year.
It's a Christmas thing.
Christmas this year. The Hess truck's here.
Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. For Christmas is here.
There are grown men with 30 Hess trucks.
Yeah.
Just like
My Uncle Chris is
in
getting
their
a Hess
boxes
truck every year.
Yeah.
They worth anything?
Huh?
They worth anything?
I don't know, man. They were worthless to me as a
Probably
child.
like
I can
Beanie
tell you
Babies.
that. Oh, they're probably worth a lot.
Or
to
like
be honest with you.
Pokemon cards or
I
something?
used to get sick around Christmas time. I remember one time I got food poisoning from my Uncle Ray's like seafood, like mussel soup. Bro, it was bad. I remember going to being like Christmas Eve, doing that stuff,
I
with putting
love
out
Christmas Eve.
cookies.
I like
and
Christmas
stuff.
Eve more than Christmas.
I remember feeling like I had like a hole in my stomach, being like, "That's weird," but it's Christmas. Nothing bad will happen. I went to
5 minutes later.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night throwing up. I was sick. I was effed up all Christmas. I got chicken pox one year on Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
So maybe I was a piece of shit.
Krampus.
Krampus.
You got
Krampus
the
got me. I got
the
I got the
Krampus
cramps.
But here's like a mom hack. So anytime that you have food poisoning or like any kind of GI issues, there's this you can get it on Amazon or any of the natural food stores. It's grapefruit seed extract. It tastes terrible. It's like the most bitter, concentrated grapefruit seed extract. And you do 10 drops in water and you just shoot it. You'll be good in like
So I've heard
a
of
couple
grape
minutes.
seed oil.
No. It's not
Grapefruit.
seed extract. So it's basically like super concentrated grapefruit. Like it might be from like the actual seed, I'm guessing with the name, but it knocks it out right away. So I travel with it. I don't
Food poisoning.
Food poisoning,
Wow, that's tremendous.
like a
Food poisoning-
bacteria, virus, anything going on with your stomach.
I remember feeling like I wanted to be dead with
Yeah.
food poisoning. Where you feel like I'm never gonna feel better again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Buy
this
yourself
is
a bottle
bad.
of that.
All right,
Grapefruit
I'm on
seed
it. I
extract.
know what I want for Christmas.
There you go.
That's
Stocking
the-
stuffer.
That's the best one. Stocking stuffers. I think it may, and this is going to sound corny, but this is just the truth of it. I remember the best gift. Coming home, my grandma, my mom, my sisters were all there in the kitchen. Christmas Eve is a bigger thing in my family than Christmas morning because we're a bit of drinkers. So Christmas morning, wasn't really happening around my house. So the Christmas Eve, the smell of the freshly cooked like cookies being made and like the eggnog going around and the cheer and everybody being together, man, that is the best. When we got older, we would play like 90s Power Hour, and that was even better. It's
90s Power Hour.
Yeah,
What's
90s
that?
Power. It's a Power Hour.
That's where you're drinking a drink every hour or a beer every minute.
It does. It starts that way, but then it's not a beer. You take a sip every time they play like a thing. So a Power Hour, in that hour, it escalates. So like it might be 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And it's all 90s music videos.
Thunder.
Yeah.
That one's a big one.
90 music
Yeah.
videos. And then Bill Clinton pops up out of nowhere and goes, I did not have sex with that woman. And then you got a drink. And it's an hour and you get hammered and it's awesome. But there's nothing really like Christmas. There's nothing really like Christmas in our area when the snow's on the ground, when the lights are on. And it really does feel like for at least a couple days a year, everybody wants to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, the greatest gift of all. Except the Movado that I got one year. But the other ones is the best gift of all. And I think that is what we take it out on. What do you guys think?
I think we got a funny one.
We got one more to go?
One more.
One more to go?
Yeah. The Grinch scaring kids. All the kids huddled up crying on the couch.
Oh my God!
There's some funny ones. Kids just running for their lives. Just.
Oh, poor babies.
I knew Candace was gonna say that. I knew. That's why I had to do it.
Oh, poor babies.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think preceded this? Like, do you think like they asked the kids to to put the garbage out at the road, and the kid was like, "No, it's Christmas." He goes, "I bet."
Got you.
You think
I
it's
got
Christmas?
You. All right. Okay.
If you don't take the garbage out, the Grinch is gonna find you. There's no such thing as a Grinch.
What nationality are these babies?
I was trying to put that together. I felt like that was Spanish. I don't know.
That sounded like some kind of.
Oh, I was doing like a Danny Trejo. Like Danny Trejo.
There's no thing I like green.
All right.
Hey, say hello.
Is that the Grinch? I'm a political refugee from Cuba. Do you like the government telling you what to do, what to think? Why did he? You know, it was so funny. It's so funny that either the wife or the sister or the mom, whoever that was, she thought that was so funny until he started fucking with the tree. And she was like, "You know how long it took for me to do that tree? Hey, no.
Yeah.
And then the Grinch was like, "Hey, oh."
There's a lot of those. They're good.
Oh man, that's excellent, man. God, I love Christmas. I love Christmas, and we love you. Is this episode 10 or 11? 1, 8, 9. This is episode 11, man. We're 11 episodes into Cancel Weekly already, folks. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. We'll see you guys in the new year, huh? Mm-hmm. The next time we see you guys, it'll be 2024, the year of chaos. Enjoy Christmas. Enjoy Hanukkah. Enjoy Kwanzaa. Enjoy Festivus. For Candace, for Mickey, I'm Gerard. Thank you, Drinking Bros, for letting us use your studio here while we're on the road, and we will see you guys next year.